Hello everyone. I hope your day is going well. I am back here today to share. I have not been on in a long time, and part of the reason was because we had a big move again. We moved from Texas to Minnesota back in October, and that was a lot of work for me. And now I finally have my craft room all set up, and I was just wanting to share a few things. I have, and I found a stack of cards that I had made last year. I haven't been making, I think I've made 2 cards since October, if that, but my crafting mojo has just flown out the window. But I've found these stacks of cards that I had made when before I moved, and I wanted to share them, and I am going to be sending these in snail mail just to get them used, because the reason I make them is to use them, and I just hadn't been doing that. I really haven't been feeling like myself lately. This has been a big change for me here, being in Minnesota. So there's a lot more for me to do here as far as things that I have to do as a stay-at-home mom, uh, as a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom, because I'm doing a little bit of working now too. And these over here is my stack of cards, and I probably won't show them all during this video, but I'm going to show some of them. And just this year, for some reason, just my crafting mojo has not. This just hasn't really been very good. And the lighting in this room, I apologize, right at this moment is not very good. I didn't set it up. But I just wanted to come on and so that way you all know that I just didn't drop off the face of the earth. And this is another one of the cards I had made, and I just haven't sent them. And something else I am doing that I started this actually back before we decided to move back in September. I started a no-buy, and it's going to go through the end of this year. And I'm only going to buy essentials that I need for any kind of crafting that I do happen to get back into. I just had so much stuff to pack and so much to haul, and it was just so much work that I decided that I'm just not going to continue adding more to my supplies. I've got so much that I've forgotten that I had, and that I would love to start using now as soon as I start crafting, paper crafting again. Now I have started crocheting, and I will probably share that at a later time. I have come back into that. It's very relaxing for me, and I am still doing my letter writing. I still send about 30 to 40 pieces of letters every month. I didn't do that while I was moving, but I am back to it now. Writing's always been very relaxing to me, and that's what I use these cards for. I should be writing my letters in them and sending them out, but instead I've been using stationery and not my cards. But anyway, I know I'm a little bit all over the place here, and this is another one. And I took so much care in making these cards. And this one is one that has like a little, it's like a three-dimensional thing for me to put some memories or some kind of quotes on these little blocks for the person who receives it. And it says, "Hello, friend." And I remember making a lot of these cards. I remember, the feeling of, enjoyment that I took. And look at this card. I thought this card was so pretty. Oops, there we go. So anyhow, those are all that I'm going to share for now. When I come back to share again an update, I will come back and I'll update periodically on my no-buy, how it's going, how I'm using supplies. I had here before I go, I had put a bunch of things in this box. that I was going to, or that I am using for snail mail, for letter writing, and it has gone down a little bit. So it's gone down, but what happens is I keep adding things to it. These are some canceled stamps for some artwork, for some decorative work, and then pen pals send me little tokens, like they send me postcards for me to use, so I need to use those, and they send me little ephemera pieces. This is a this is a card that someone sent me that I've done before. Let me see. But there's just some things, and here's this, and this is something that my friend, my dear friend Tammy from My World in OKC sent me, and I've been using these in my letters to send them in as quotes to people. And then there's this thing. I mean, there's a bunch in this box that still has to be used. So this is what I want to start finish using all these for one, and then add more pieces to this box to use in my letter writing. But things like this make it so hard. I guess this is the way some people address their envelopes, is this way with the flap on the top, and it's just different for me, so I need to find a way to address these the way that I'm used to here in the US addressing them. But anyhow, things like that, and I'll come back and update how my no-buy is doing. This is going to go on for a whole year, and it's not just centered around my craft room. The no-buy is for me and how I manage my whole house in general. It's just so many things have changed, and I have plenty of room now for storage, but at some point we're going to move again. It's not if we're going to move, it's just when we're going to move again. I mean, at some point it might be several years from now, but next time I move, I just do not want to have all the packing, so much craft supplies that I had to pack and that I had to move, and so much of it that wasn't even unpacked for the year that we were in Texas. A lot of it just was not able to be unpacked, and I need to use, there's so much pretty stuff that I've picked, and if I bought it, it's because I wanted it, and I want to enjoy it, and I want to quit the cycle that I've gotten myself into, or that I had gotten myself into, of always wanting to buy new, more, but not using all the stuff that I had prior. It overwhelmed me, and it was just way too much. So this year, my goal is to use up as much as I can. I might not be able to use it all up in one year. It might take me several years, and I'm also going to look into some local charities where I can donate some of the items that I really know that I won't use, and things that they can use perhaps, or that someone else can use. But that's a little bit further down the road. For now, it's just use what I got. I haven't gone into a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or a Tuesday Morning or any kind of craft store. Darn, I don't even go do groceries anymore. I've used the Shoppo online grocery thing, and I just drive up to the store. They bring the groceries out to me, or my husband picks them up and he brings them home, or we bring them home. And I don't even walk into the grocery store anymore, so I'm just not tempted at all. I don't go on Amazon unless it's to buy medications or personal care items that I already don't have, because lotions and soaps and shampoos, I have so much of that stuff that I just need to use and not have as much of it anymore. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. I will be back to update that. I've also been doing some budgeting around the house, which I would like to share as well, to see if maybe what I've been doing might help somebody, or if I share something that I'm doing and maybe one of you all has a better way of doing it or a different way, maybe perhaps you could share it with me. I've been doing some meal plannings and some planning of my schedule as far as homeschooling the children and preparing meals and doing laundry and things of that nature. I've just had to revamp and rework everything here just to work totally different. And plus, I'm a work at home mom now, so I've been working about 10 to 15 hours a week, which takes away a lot from the time that I had for meal planning and for cooking and for cleaning and all that business. So, um, and it's a work in progress. I don't know when I'll have it all down pat or if I ever will, but I know that I'm doing the best I can. And I'm still wanting to enjoy my arts and crafts, my paper crafting, my crocheting. I have been doing some coloring while I watch TV sometimes in the evenings for a little bit, some coloring and just things of that nature, listening to audiobooks and reading some books. So I might share maybe spontaneously here just what I'm reading at the moment that makes my life a little bit better. Um, Something else is in being here in Minnesota with the weather, I really don't go out as much as I used to. I really don't want to. The weather makes it a little bit more challenging. So I have everything I need here at home, and I do go out when I need to and take care of things when I need to. I don't go to the post office on an everyday basis anymore. I go maybe a couple of times a week. Um, and I'll go out if I need to go out for an event or for something, an activity that's planned or something like that. But unless I have to go out, I just stay put right here in the house. So anyway, that's my story now, and I will come back and share some more over time. And hopefully I'll be able to get some feedback from you all. Maybe you all have some tips for me, or maybe something that I'm doing may help one of you all out. I don't know, but part of the reason why I want to share the household management part of it along with the arts and craft part of it is because I want to be able to have something to look back on, and um, then maybe by this time next year I can go back and listen to it all and see where I've been and where I'm going. I don't know anybody here in the area as far as any friends that I've met yet, and I don't know if that will change. I'm pretty much keep to myself. I really don't have time right now to make any outside um, local friends here. I have the pen friends that I've made over the years since I started writing in 2010, and those are the pen friends that I write to and communicate to on a regular basis, and that kind of keeps me sane, keeps me going. So anyhow, you all have a great day today. Um, I have enjoyed watching all you all's videos because that's what I have been. I need to remember to try to comment more often because sometimes I do forget to comment, and by the time I remember, then I can't go back to everybody and comment. So I'll try to get better about that too. And I'll be back here in a little while at some point with an update. Anyhow, you all have a great day. Thanks for watching and listening to me if you've listened till the end. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.